गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। जैसा कि आपको मालूम है, ये ब्रीफिंग जो है आरोग्य सेतु एंड्रॉयड सोर्स कोड के बारे में है। हमारे साथ हैं प्रिंसिपल साइंटिफिक एडवाइज़र प्रोफेसर विजय राघवन जी, सीईओ नीति आयोग श्री अमिताभ कांत जी, सेक्रेटरी मेटी श्री अजय प्रकाश साहनी जी, डीजी एनआईसी डॉक्टर नीता वर्मा, एंड वेरी शॉर्टली सीईओ माईगॉव श्री अभिषेक सिंह will be joining. So I will request CEO Niti Aayog to start the briefing, sir.
Let me tell you that Arogya Setu, India's COVID-19 contact tracing, syndromic mapping and self-assessment mobile application is now open source. Transparency, privacy and security have been the core design principles of Arogya Setu since its inception. And opening the source code up to the developer community signifies Government of India's continuing commitment to these principles. We were always committed to open sourcing the product. It has been an evolving product. We prioritized our functionality, which was COVID-19 contact tracing. Now, we first focused on it, and now we have open sourced the product. I just want to point out that this is a very, very unique thing to be done, because no other government product anywhere in the world has been open sourced at this scale, anywhere in the world. And this product has had many firsts. Today, its scale and size is 115 million. It cuts across every single smartphone. It cuts across geo-feature phones. It cuts across IVRS on 1921 calls. This is the only product anywhere in the world in 12 languages. It was the fastest to reach 50 million in just 13 days. It reached 100 million in 41 days. And if you look around the world, all COVID-19 related apps put together all across the world, all the COVID-19 apps, related apps put together, actually Arogya Setu is bigger than all of them in the world. And therefore, it's important that after reaching about 115 million, rarely has a product gone open sourced at this size and scale. We have done all of this in just 8 weeks. This product has demonstrated that its contact tracing is of a very, very high order. More than 3,000 hotspots at sub-post office level have been predicted almost 3 to 17 days ahead of time. Self-assessment has reached out to over 8 lakh people. And I want to take this opportunity. We are giving you a detailed press release which gives you all the details about Arogya Setu has alerted more than 140,000 people so far of potential risk of infection through Bluetooth contact. I also want to say that this app has the most reach and impact across the world. The platform has reached out to more than 8 lakh users and is committed to providing the reassuring reach of doctors to those in need. I am taking this opportunity because this is a very, very unique achievement for India and the world. I am taking this opportunity to congratulate METI Secretary Mr. Ajay Sahani, the NIC DG, Neeta Verma, Mr. Mani, the project head. I also want to congratulate the engineers, Vikalp Sahani, Rahul Goyal, and their teams. I also want to congratulate, because this is a unique product, this is an all of India product. We have worked in great private-public partnership, because all of us in India, this is a whole of India approach. So I want to congratulate Deep Kalra, I want to congratulate Lalitesh, I want to congratulate Arnab, and I want to congratulate Seema Khanna. All of them have very sincerely worked in this product to create one of the most unique products in the world, which has, we have been able to leverage the expertise of top technical brains to collectively build a robust technology solution to fight this pandemic together. I forgot the name of Prashant. All of them have worked together with us. And so this is, Meti has worked with us, and Meti has done an outstanding job in taking this forward, along with Niti started this, but we finally vested it in Meti, and Meti has done an outstanding job of taking this many steps ahead and creating and popularizing it all over the world. I'm merely saying this because this is releasing the source code of a rapidly evolving product that is live at this massive scale with more than 115 million users is a very, very challenging task. Developing and maintaining the source code is a huge responsibility both for Team Arogya and the developer community. This repository is now being shared, is the actual production environment. All subsequent product updates will be made available through this repository. And with these few words, I will now like to hand over to my colleagues.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll request Secretary Meti now to carry it forward.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and to be actually at this milestone of release of the source code of the Android version. 98% of the users of Arogya Setu use it on Android phones. So, which is the reason why this is the predominant platform for Arogya Setu, and we are basically starting with the release of this. Over a period of time, we will also release the other iOS version as well, and we will also bring the KaiOS version out in the open domain in due course. The app has started, I would like to emphasize what this app is and what it does. Amitabh Kanji has explained many of the important features. The app provides every user an opportunity to do self-assessment and to make use of the app to judge what is the risk level of being infected. That self-assessment, if a person is having some other underlying comorbidities like hypertension, diabetes, etc., and if whether or not they have that, if Abhishek, you can come. Whether or not they have comorbidities, when a person is experiencing symptoms like cough or fever or breathlessness, this gives the persons an opportunity to self-assess and to take advantage of the analytical part of the app to indicate whether the person is at risk or not. If a person indicates that they declare themselves to be having some of those symptoms, then this platform can be used by the user to reach out for help. to reach out for medical advice. If they require testing, then someone will help assess whether they need testing and will connect them to the testing services. So on one side, it starts with self-assessment. Apart from that, this is one of the finest contact tracing apps. It helps through Bluetooth technology. It helps in identifying if two persons came together and they were at some distance for say 15 minutes or 20 minutes. The mobile phones of the two Arogya Setu users exchange information which is not personally identifiable information. They don't exchange the telephone numbers, they don't exchange the name of the person who is carrying the telephone. They exchange an anonymous device ID. Again, that kind of data is stored on the phone in an encrypted manner and is used only if one of those two persons happens to test positive in a future date. In that case, the data pertaining to the person who tested positive is pulled to the server, used to assess risk to everyone else, who are the others who might have come in contact with him during the infection period, and it is used to provide alerts to the concerned users. So that is the second large functionality of Arogya Setu. The third functionality is that using this data and combining it with the data of people who have already tested positive, which is there with ICMR, which is there with the state health authorities, that we try to understand which is the place where hotspots might develop next. Which are the places where people who are now infected, they did not know earlier that they are infected. But where were they when they might have been infected? And which are those places where people are reporting themselves sick? When we use these data sets together, we are able to predict which are the locations that might develop into hotspots in the coming period. So these are three major functionalities of this app. And these functionalities make it possible for us to try to protect ourselves, to try to protect our families, near and dear ones, and people in our workplace, and anyone else whom we meet, because we get advance intimation when we are at risk, and we can take precautions. Okay, so this is broadly the functionality that is built into this app. It is built with privacy in mind, privacy by design. It is built with, we had also, we were involved in preparing the personal data protection bill with tremendous features on data privacy, personal data privacy. Even though that bill is still with Parliament, we have actually implemented the principles of personal data privacy in designing this app. Data minimization, purpose limitation, time limitation in which the data will be used and deleted, and various other features, feature of consent being taken when you are taking data of someone, all those features. So all those are incorporated in the app. Now this is an app which some of the finest minds from the private sector came together. They came in as volunteers. They did not come in with any expectation of reward or anything. Young people, in fact, we have been, all of us have been working with them. Mr. Mani and Seema and Nitaji and all of us have been working with them. We don't even know which city they are in. Someone is in Bangalore, someone is in Gurgaon. We have not seen their faces. We don't know who they are. If I meet them tomorrow, I may not know that I am meeting, one of the persons who has contributed to this app. But all of them came together. Just a small team put together this phenomenal app, which, it's an app. It is not easy to create an app which 11.5 crore users are using at a time. And this was created in just about 3 weeks of effort. And after that, we have been refining it. But a small team of exceptionally talented, accomplished technology persons coming together as volunteers with government to put together that kind of an app in a very, very short time frame. So I want to emphasize that this is an app to be very proud of. No, nothing that is done by human beings can be perfect, by definition. But the youngsters have put in tremendous amount of effort to take it to as much perfection as is possible for them. And done without any expectation that, they'll be rewarded in some way or not. So that is the work that it's an extraordinarily complex piece of technology, because it makes use of Bluetooth, it makes use of other technologies. It tries to keep everything secure so that people who are trusting, having faith in this app, their data is safe, is used only for the purpose of tackling the pandemic. It is not used for any other purposes. Unlike, what many people try to sort of create some confusion that why is government collecting data, and generally that if government collects data, it will be, no, how will it be used? I think the privacy policy of the app is absolutely crystal clear. We have a data sharing protocol that we have released, which once again makes it very clear as to what data is collected, why it is collected, where is it stored, how is it stored, whether it's encrypted or not, when is it used, for what purpose it is used, by whom is it used, how much time is it stored for, and all kinds of, things that we could share. I think we have put it both in the privacy policy and in the data sharing protocol. So all of this still, is something that we are saying, now we are opening the heart of this functional system, of this actual app which is being used by 11.5 crore people. And it's an extraordinary effort to actually be able to open the source code of an app which is currently being used by 11.5 crore people. And an app which is just about 8 weeks old. So that is the significance of what we are doing today. It's also a step in a very important journey. The journey of developing confidence in whatever we are doing. The journey of creating products within India and not having to depend only on products, software products that come from outside. The journey of young persons within India, from within the government and from outside the government, coming together to do something extraordinary. Okay, that is the journey which it signifies. And to be able to place it in open source is a major step. There will be issues, after all, when everything that we use in technology, which have products that have been around for years and years, every few weeks they come up with an update or an upgrade. Why? Because new functionalities are added, and something which is not perfect, someone points out that there is this imperfection, and then you try to improve that as well. So this is our way of sharing this entire effort with the community of software developers across the world, and especially inviting Indian developers to go through all of the code, to see how this is done, to suggest what improvements can be made. So I am very thankful that I am getting this opportunity to present some of this work before all of you, and I hope this will be something that we can emulate in many other products in in future.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request DG NIC, Dr. Neeta Verma ji. Yes, ma'am, about the app further.
Good evening. In fact, I am indeed honored to be a part of this historic moment of releasing the source code of Arogya Setu, which is being used by over 11.5 crore people in India. While releasing the source code, we have also released a very detailed document which will not only help you understand the code comfortably, but it will also explain the various nuances of this code. While doing an internal assessment, we also realized that some of the static code analyzers are throwing some kind of vulnerabilities because these static code analyzers are not able to understand the dynamics of the execution of this code. Therefore, to address those things, we are also releasing a FAQ, frequently asked question document. In this, these concerns are explained, which normally through this open source code analyzers, when you scan the code, you will get it. And why is this working like this? And why is this, this is not actually any kind of a vulnerability. All those things have been explained. So my sincere request to all those youngsters and the software developer communities that please go through this document. Once you understand, then only start scanning the code. And having understood, we will really welcome your inputs with respect to identifying any vulnerability or any kind of a code improvement. In fact, to encourage you, help us improving its present security, as well as to help you improve quality of code, we have also announced some kind of a something which we call bug bounty and code improvement bounty program. We have very clearly indicated there are 3 different categories in which we have identified through which this the vulnerability which could be possible, through which you could breach this code. And for each of this category, there is a cash prize of 1 lakh for each of you. So I urge all of you to go through and try, and there is a complete mechanism also given that if you identify any vulnerability, which is the mechanism to report, and then you have to really demonstrate that you've been able to do this. So complete details. So at the end, as the app was designed with a lot of transparency and privacy in mind, this code, source code release also has enough document, and everything has been put in very, very clear and transparent manner. Similarly, there is a scope or there's a bounty for you to suggest any kind of improvements in the code if you would like to. Another thing I just wanted to kind of inform you that this code will be available on GitHub 12 o'clock, after 12 o'clock tonight. Lastly, I also take this opportunity to thank my colleagues at NIC, Mr. R.S. Mani and Dr. Seema Khanna, who are here. Also, all the experts from industry, academia, as well as my seniors who have given us this opportunity to be part of this historic app and this historic moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request CEO MyGov, Shri Abhishek Singh ji.
Thank you, and in fact, it's indeed a great opportunity to be here today when the code of Arogya Setu app for the Android version is being made open source. As we all are aware, for 11.5, almost 11.5 crore people in India are using this app, and the Secretary Sir has mentioned it has helped in limiting the spread of the virus, in helping us get control of the pandemic to the extent possible, and augmenting the efforts of the health workers and the frontline and medical staff for controlling this pandemic. With regard to making this code open source, the objective has been in line with the policy of Government of India with regard to open source and open standards. And the code, as mentioned by DG NIC, will be open in the GitHub portal from 12 midnight today. And we also have kind of done detailed documentation to help people get to understand how it works, how the app works. There are details with regard to frequently asked questions. There are details with regard to various policies that the app uses. And any any bug or any code improvement also can be reported. So the app has been the product of collaboration between the government, between the industry, academia, and a lot of technical minds, the best technical minds across the country has helped to develop this app in a short time, and its adoption by almost 11.5 crore people. So the role of MyGov has been to enable citizen engagement, have been to seek citizen suggestions with regard to various policy initiatives of the government, and that in the same intent for this Arogya Setu app improvement or any vulnerability which anyone can find, MyGov would also be hosting this bug bounty program which NIC has launched on its Innovate platform. So anyone who wants to report anything can send it by email to NIC or can also report on the Innovate platform of MyGov. We'll be seeking suggestions with regard to how the app can be improved, what more can be done to improve it. So the collaborative approach of development of the app continues, and we will be communicating all the features of the app, all the developments through our various initiatives on social media, through our app and through our platform. So I once again congratulate the NIC team. Dr. Seema is here and RS Mani is here, and DG NIC along with the technical team who has been involved in development of the app, the researchers from IIT Madras, the ISC Bangalore. They all have played a key role in helping this app develop. And it's not only about contact tracing, it also helps us in identifying hotspots where health authorities and administration takes preventive action in order to ensure those areas are sanitized and the spread of the virus is limited. So this is all that I had to say. We will be there with more details on MyGov platform and our social media outlets. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Principal Scientific Advisor, Professor Vijay Raghavan ji. Sir, I think you can round up.
नमस्कार. कोविड-19 के खिलाफ अगर हमें जीतना है तो 5 चीज़ें करनी हैं. वी हैव टू डू 5 थिंग्स. एक तो हाइजीन, मतलब मास्क पहनना है, हाथ साफ करना है. दूसरा, डिकंटामिनेट करना है सरफेस को. वी हैव टू क्लीन आवर सरफेसेस विच वी यूज़. थर्ड, फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग, दूरी मेंटेन करनी है. चौथा और पांचवा हमारे डायरेक्टली हाथ में नहीं है, लेकिन आरोग्य सेतु आपके हाथ में पहुंचाती है. दिस इज कॉन्टैक्ट ट्रेसिंग एंड क्वारंटीन एंड केस आइसोलेशन. If we do all these while we are waiting for a drug or a vaccine, we would have not just flattened the curve, but there's a potential to keep it crushed and have a slow burn rather than have flare-ups taking place. It's very important, right from our citizens to every level. So contact tracing and isolation and quarantine, case isolation is very, very important if we have to succeed on a country this size. People have pointed out that the size of the country is more continental and covers the sum of many, many other countries and continents put together. So this is a major challenge. Now, why is contact tracing important in this case? ये बहुत मुख्य है क्योंकि इस रोग में बिना लक्षण के लोग स्प्रेड कर सकते हैं वायरस. Without symptoms, if you're pre-symptomatic, you can spread the virus. If this were a disease where you see the symptoms, you isolate the person, then there's no problem. Here you see the disease, but the persons who were with that person earlier, who are pre-symptomatic, can spread it. Now this tracing in such a situation, historically, has been done by manual contact tracing. That takes time. It takes days, it takes weeks. In a pandemic, you need to act in 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. So digital contact tracing combined with feature phones, with manual contact tracing, with our health workers, all of us have to work together down to the taluk level, the district level, to make this effective. And this allows us to effectively battle the disease while we're waiting for other solutions. For this to be effective, it is not enough if a few people use the phone. The more use it, the better it is. So we have done calculations. If 20% use it in a community, in a group, there is modest benefit, 40% even more, 60% even more. With about 70 to 80%, you can effectively get what is called digital immunity. Just as a vaccine gives you immunity against a known disease, digital immunity protects you by various kinds of isolation measures against any disease. And this is very, very important. So this digital immunity is very, very important. As Dr. Ajay Soni said, at the back end of the Arogya Setu app is a dashboard which integrates this information, all the other testing information, and it feeds back to the district level, to the Integrated Disease Surveillance Program, to the National Center for Disease Control, and our health system in our states. So all of them use this very actively. The result of this active use is that those people who have tested positive, if you go back and identify those who have to be tested, their previous near-time contacts, then it turns out amazingly two important things. One, about 24% of them turn out to be positive, and they were isolated, and therefore you prevented spread. Secondly, it also turns out that by analyzing composite data, you can identify hotspots and hotspots which are likely to happen. This allows us to feed back into the district level and actually prevent these predictions from coming true. So this is absolutely extraordinary. Now, you heard a bit about the security of the applications and the development and so on. But in addition to the collaborations we've had with the private sector, within government, there's been an extraordinary collaboration within our academic system. Our best security brains are in the IIT Madras and in the Indian Institute of Science. Professor Kamarkoti, Professor Bharadwaj, they and their teams have worked day and night as people trying to crack every aspect of this, and they've improved the security to fantastic levels. So this has been absolutely stunning. And this is something which they've always been working on. From a legal point of view, again, to make sure that we follow all the correct laws and we protect everyone's privacy, Rahul Mathan and Argya Sengupta have been really terrific in making sure that the legal aspects of the app are completely taken into account. I'd like to end by saying that this, you've heard from everyone here, how incredibly large the scale of our enterprise has been while having proper protection, privacy, security, and also effectiveness of the app. This is an example now, with the source code being open, about how this app can be taken to other countries. Other countries in Asia, Africa, South America, even in Europe. Our IT teams will be ready to help implement these kinds of apps in those places. And this is a very important moment for the Indian IT enterprise to show how it can come together for social good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Friends, if there is any question, we can take it. Yeah, 78 here.
Ma'am, you announced that there will be bug bounty program. So what is the bounty? And as far as I think this is the first ever bug bounty program by the government, right?
Yes, you are right. The bug bounty, there are 3 categories of security vulnerabilities. There's a 1 lakh price of each of this, and there's one code improvement bounty, which is again 1 lakh rupees.
And ma'am, will you be open this to like for embedding into private apps? Will you come up with APK also allow company to incorporate in their services?
See, as far as this app is concerned, is built on a complete open source platform and has an open ecosystem. So supposing there is any app or any other platform which wants to integrate, like we have integrated with this e-pass system. So if there is a government administration who's issuing an e-pass, and if they would like to connect this with the Arogya Setu, so that while they are issuing a pass, they can get the status of the person and apply due diligence whether to approve the pass or not the pass. And the convenience to citizen will be that that pass will be put in within the Arogya Setu itself, so they don't have to carry 2 different papers or 2 different apps for that matter. Both things will concur. Similarly, if in the future there is any other requirement of integrating any other application which can serve to the public, will be always open.
No, actually we remain limited, we limit the functionality of this app to contact tracing, self-assessment and generating alerts for the, for geographical areas where preventive action can be taken. The companies that deliver goods to various locations are welcome. In fact, many of them have made it part of their routine to expect all the delivery personnel to download and use this app to protect themselves, to protect their customers, to protect each other also. Delivery persons will meet each other, and they will meet people in the location from where they bring the goods for delivery. So we don't want to take up too much other deep tech integration at this stage, because already people have some apprehensions about how the data is used. So at this stage we don't really want to go deep into other things. We want to concentrate on the work on hand. Work on hand is to allow people to do self-assessment, to give them early alerts, and to give early alerts to the district administration, to the health authorities, that this is where the next thing might develop. Please go out and prevent it. So I think we need to remain very sharply focused on that. Some other things will become facilitated by widespread use of the app, but we don't want to concentrate on those today.
15.
सवाल है कि अगर आरोग्य सेतु ऐप से ग्रीन से ऑरेंज हो रहा है और ऑरेंज से रेड हो रहा है, तो कई लोग ये नहीं समझ पाते हैं क्या वो किसी के संपर्क में आए हैं, या वो संक्रमित हो गए हैं, या फिर उनको टेस्ट कराना चाहिए. ये बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन है लोगों के.
जब ये रेड सिर्फ तभी होता है जब आपको ICMR के किसी एक्रेडिटेड लैब में जब टेस्ट किया जाता है, एंड व्हेन यू आर फाउंड टू बी पॉजिटिव. That is the only time when your app will show you as a red, with red color. ठीक है, वो सिर्फ infected, someone who has been tested positive, not suspected of being positive. Okay. So जो orange होता है या जो yellow होता है या जो एक green में भी एक कहते हैं low risk वाला एक category है, वो उसका मकसद ये है कि आपको एडवांस में अलर्ट किया जाए. अलर्ट करने का, अगर आपको कोई अलर्ट करता है तो आप उसका क्या करेंगे? what are you expected to do? You are expected to take precautions. You are expected to understand कि हो सकता है कि आपको सिम्टम्स ना हो, लेकिन फिर भी आप किसी और को इन्फेक्ट कर रहे हो, तो आप उसी तरह से बिहेव कीजिए जैसे कि हो सकता है कि आप इन्फेक्टेड हों. अगर आपके फैमिली में कोई एल्डर्स हैं, कोई और लोग, बच्चे, छोटे बच्चे हैं, कोई लोग हैं जो जिनको कि इस बीमारी का बहुत भारी नुकसान हो सकता है, उनको आप प्रोटेक्ट करें. आप अपने घर पे ही रहें. आप कोशिश करें कि आप अननेसेसरीली इधर उधर ना जाएं. अगर कोई आपको सिम्टम आए, क्योंकि आमतौर पे हम सभी लोग भारत में कोई किसी को थोड़ा सा खांसी आया तो वो इतना सीरियसली तो कोई लोग लेंगे नहीं. लेकिन अगर आपको किसी ने अलर्ट किया हुआ है कि आपको कोविड होने का अंदेशा है, और तब अगर आपको खांसी होती है या आपको फीवर होता है या आपको ब्रेथलेसनेस होती है, तो ये इस वजह से कि भाई आप उसको सीरियसली लें, उसको लाइटली ना लें, उसको अपना ये मास्क और ये सारी चीज़ें इस्तेमाल करें ताकि अगर आप कॉफ आ रही है तो और लोगों को संक्रमित ना करें. तो दैट इज़ द रीज़न वाई वी आर गिविंग दैट अलर्ट. इट इज़ नॉट सो मच, इट इज़ नॉट पुलिसिंग, इट इज़ ट्राइंग टू हेल्प यू, help your family, help your community, help everyone who comes in touch with you, and help keep your workplace also safe. So that is the basic reason why we show those colors. Don't get, don't read too much into the color. Color is to give you an early alert, a friendly alert, कि भाई आप ध्यान रखें, अपना भी ध्यान रखें, अपने आसपास के सभी लोगों का ध्यान रखें, अपनी कम्युनिटी का ध्यान रखें.
Thank you very much, friends. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
लेटेस्ट बातम्यांचे अपडेटकरिता सबस्क्राईब करा पोलीस डायरी न्यूजला आणि बेल आयकॉनला दाबायला विसरू नका. बघत राहा पोलीस डायरी न्यूज. धन्यवाद.